guys, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm going to tell you a wee pattern called the KS shrimp. Now it's just going to be a slight variation on that, and I'll explain that at the end of the video for those who aren't familiar with the pattern. Now the hook and the vise is a partridge patriot double in black nickel in size 10. The thread I'm going to use to tie the fly is Wnig thread 80 in fire orange. So I'm just going to come in a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook and just run on a few mil of thread and remove the waist tag. The tag in the rib of the fly is going to be an oval silver tinsel, and this is a size 14 that I'm using here. This is a Vineyard's oval silver tinsel. I'm just going to catch it in underneath and then simply just work my thread down until I'm sort of way in line or just slightly past the points of the hooks. Then we're going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel to create our tag. On our last turn, bring it up and in between the 2 hooks. That locks in your tag for you. A couple of tight turns to secure that in. Come in, trim away the excess. Now the tail on the original pattern is orange bucktail, but we're going to use the orange Arctic runner. It's a wee patch there, what's left of it. Good wee patch that was. Sometimes you get them and they're not the best quality. Right, you can offer this up to the hook and you can have it as long or short as you like. It's the way you like to tie them and then face them. I'm just going to have this around about a length and a half of the hook over the back. Come around with a pinch and loop and a couple of tight turns just to hold it in place. Lift the excess up, trim that away in a bit of a tapered cut. Just get rid of the rubbish. I'm going to put a few strands of UV microflash into the tail. You use whatever flash that you like, guys. You don't have to be using the same materials that I'm using. Just going to catch that in, fold back the excess, come in and trim that away. Right, just a wee bit too long here, the flash for me, so I'm just going to come in and nip that away. Then I'm just going to bring my thread back down, just tied up against the tag. There's a wee hat butt at the back, and this is 2 strands of brite floss number 5, just to create the butt. Tie that on, follow that around with our thread, a couple of turns to secure. Come in, trim away the excess. At this point we're just going to take the opportunity to run my thread up, just making sure this stays on top, just tying in the cut ends of the tail and the brite floss. Now we're just going to come in and protect the brite floss, but just a wee small pinch of this UV resin. Don't need too much, and you don't want it running into your tail, because it'll just ruin the tail. I'm just going to spread this around the tag. Just putting that on for protection, guys, not to enhance the colour. Just to come in and set it then with your torch. Just make sure it's well cured before you continue to tie the remainder of the fly. Now on the way back down we're going to tie in a length of our oval silver tinsel again for the rib. Just going to offer it in underneath, then just bring it in underneath the shank of the hook and work the thread back down, just tied up against the brite floss tag, not on it, just tied up against it. The body is going to be a Wnig floss. I'll show you the spool. sit there in black. Just pull that into length, and then we'll just work up our thread. If it moves on, you just bring it back into position. It's not going to cause you any problems. There. Now we're just going to come around with our Wnig floss, get the nice tight turn at the back, the tag, and then you're just looking overlapping turns of it. If the floss starts to tighten on, you just gently run your fingers through it, and this will flatten it out for you. Follow that around with your thread. A couple of tight turns. Push your thread out of the way, come in and trim away the excess. I'm going to bring up the rib. I'm going to look 3 turns of the oval silver tinsel onto the body. Follow that around with my thread. Nice tight turns again. Come in, trim away the excess. Now, the first part of the wing here, this is just going to be a small pinch of calf tail. On the original pattern it's white fox that's used, and like I say, I wouldn't tie too many flies with white in it, so I'm just going to offer this up, and I just sort of want it coming anywhere just slightly halfway into the tail, something like that. Just going to pinch and nuke this on top, come around with a couple of tight turns, see what way we're sitting. Happy enough with that. I'm going to come in and trim away the excess. At this point I'm going to come back in with another 2 strands of the UV crystal flash, the micro stuff. Fold the excess back, couple turns over the top, come in and trim away the excess. Just want to see what length these are at. Just trim those. The next part of the wing, in the original pattern it's black bear. I'm just going to use some black Arctic runner. Just show you the wee patch now. That's it there. So, just offer this up into the wing. And I just want it sort of way just the same length, and the guard hair is just a wee bit longer. Just want it probably just roughly about the same length as the calf tail. Just come around with a pinch and loop. Just a couple of tight turns to secure it in. Come in and trim away the excess. At this point, I'm just going to bring my thread down over the cut ends of the fox, and I'm just getting a bit of thread down here at the front for the hackle. Now the hackle, just a Hackle Badger hackle, so just stroke this back, offer this up to the hook, around with a couple of turns, fold the tip back, thread turns back up over the tip on the hackle. Come in, locate the tip and break it away, and come in with your scissors, just run it up the stem of the hackle. This will just help to force the fibres back for you, and then you're just looking 1 turn in front of the other. Turns of the Badger hackle at this point, it's entirely up to you. It's going to be enough for me there. Just going to follow this around with my thread. Couple of tight turns. Stem's thin enough. I'll do my usual. Just strip off the excess fibre. Put another couple of turns in. Come in and fold the stem back. You don't have to fold the stem back, guys. You can just cut it off. You don't feel comfortable doing that, just trim it away. Keeping the thread tight, we'll break the stem away. Now, just to finish off, just going to put on 2 small jungle cock eyes. I've got here on my desk. I'm going to get these lined up. Base pecan, that's them there. Just going to offer these up to the hook. Just come around, a couple of loose turns, that's all that is. There's no pressure there. And then I just want to see what way we're sitting, just to make sure that we're to the right length. This one here could do with pulling that in a touch. Don't be securing these in if they're not the right length, folks, because, well, sorry, I know that I do, because I'll not fish it. Then just come in and fold the stems back and build up your head. You want a decent head on the fly with using the fire orange thread, so don't be shy. Keeping your thread tight. Come in and nip away the stems. Bring that back around for you so you can see it. And then just come in and throw in a whip finish. Just have to get this wee fibre here, just doesn't want to play ball with us, so he doesn't, so just fold him back up. We'll put another couple of turns in, then we'll come in, throw in a whip finish, pull the thread tight, come in, trim away the tan thread. Now just get a wee drop of super glue, just until their thread here, just right the way right around the head. And then once that dries, guys, I'll come in and throw on a couple of coats of varnish just to seal everything up. Just don't want it running down into the eye, so just clean that away a bit. Yeah, a couple of coats of varnish just to brighten the head up. But look, there you go. That's just a variation. It's the same colour combination as the KC, or the KS shrimp. Basically just use the materials that you have. It's still the same colour combination. The fly should still work. So look, tie a few up. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this wee video and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Just click that wee subscribe button for me. And until next time, folks, please stay safe and take lines.